Network Studios. Welcome back inside of Grovewood. And yes, we're back. And stood outside a new candy block factory. Geez, remember when candy block was like such a big thing? We did like adverts and everything. That was way back in time, but we're back again today in Grovewood. And this is a brand new candy block factory. Candy block since 2015. I actually believe that's when candy block became a thing. Was 2015, I think, or 2016, I think. I can't remember completely, but yeah, it's Grovewood, and it's now got a candy block factory, and it's like looks pretty decent. I mean, what can I say? Like, it doesn't actually look that bad. It's got a good design, and it's got like the candy block features and the candy block colours. The only thing that I'd really say is, no, actually, no, maybe not. I was gonna say it could maybe do with a few more like garage doors, but it's actually not that bad for like garage doors. There's two there. It looks pretty sick. I'm going to say this, I actually like it. Only thing is we need to get rid of this entrance and we need to replicate that truck at this side. Because if I'm completely honest, like, this truck here is going to reverse and he's going to hit that pole. And it's not really wide enough, really, for him to get down. Well, it's mainly this pole, I think. I think that pole kind of, in a way, gets sort of, in a way, like he'd be scraping past it. But there again, I think that could also be the same here. So it's kind of like hit and miss, really. It's kind of, it's kind of, I don't know like how it's gonna go. I think we could possibly even maybe like put something here, back here as well, like maybe a place for like loads of candy block wagons to park or something, and then kind of have this as kind of like a staff entrance for like people who actually work in this building. I'm not specifically really sure, but we're here anyway. We're back on Grovewood, and I'm going to go back over to the airport, where I'm kind of taking things at the moment. That's where I'm kind of going as of the right now. And I've actually done a little bit of work. I don't think I was streaming when I did it, but I've got a little bit of work done, and I've started to lay out a runway. So this is going to be a runway right here. So if you guys picture the runway layout for the GTA airport on GTA 5, it's kind of very similar in a way. So imagine this being the barriers where you go up that ramp, which is in the skip, and then you like come in and you go past that massive hangar, and then like about here you've got like the helipads and stuff, and then you've got a runway which goes directly that way, like right in front of you. Well, that's kind of what that's kind of like what's going to be the layout of this. And then there's going to be like another hangar like back here. So like, like dead in front of me, there's going to be like a couple of hangars, and there's going to be like the fire station and stuff like that. And then we're going to have like all the taxi lanes, like here we're going to have some on the side as well, which is going to obviously, be quite good. And I've got some good ideas in mind for like where I'm going to go with this airport now, and where I'm going to kind of go with like the sort of like more heading that way with Grovewood, I think, and stuff like that. We just need to make sure that we know what we're doing with the train track, if that makes sense. But again, I think I've got ideas with that, but I'm gonna kind of in a way leave it to Ant, because he knows what he's doing, and he's kind of like sorting this tunnel out and stuff like that for me, which he's doing an absolutely amazing job. By the way, he is doing a really good job with doing stuff like that. And this is going to be the end of the runway here, and then it's going to kind of go round, and then it's going to kind of come back on itself. So I do actually need to leave a little bit of a gap just to make it turn. I think the runway itself is about like 50 wide, but I'd kind of like to curve it in a way, like slightly curve it, so I might have to get like somebody who's good with curves just to give me a hand, just like not a exact like curve itself, but just so it isn't like completely like a straight sort of sharp turn, if you know what I mean. So it kind of like just curves a little bit, a bit like like half a circle, but not half a circle, a bit less than half a circle, just a little bit of a curve in it, and it should look quite good. And then coming back this way, a little bit further down this way, we're gonna have another runway, which is then gonna go this way. Hopefully, well, I think it is. I'm not sure. It depends really. I might be tempted to do another runway. Only thing is that, you know, I think there should be enough room for the plane to take off before it gets to the, you know, before it gets to the what do you call it, before it hits the highway, because obviously we have got the main road back there, but you know, we'll kind of have to plan it out. But it has got like all of the car park, and then it's got like the width of the building, so I might be able to like end the runway like somewhere about here, and then just have like a massive sort of like grass bit here, and the plane should have enough space to take off, you know, like whichever way it's going to take off. But like I say, we'll just sort of, in a way, we'll just see how it goes. And that's really pretty much all we can do. But I think it should be quite good. I'm quite looking forward to seeing how the remainder of this airport is obviously going to work out. Should be good. Should be jolly good. So I apologise about no park drive yesterday. We kind of didn't really have enough people to do it again. We had some people, but just not. You know, it kind of awkward. And to be honest, we were kind of busy doing some other things as well. You know, we weren't sort of, you know, we were doing a few things ourselves. So you know, I apologise. This thing's so dark, I'm just going to light it up for now. It's got so many, like, shadows. I just want to put... like, so many, like, lighting glitch... well, not lighting glitches, but it's so dark in here that I'm just going to put these down for now. Till I put something in here, which I am going to do when I do this airport. I'm going to put, like, a little, like, office unit in here. I'm going to put, like, you know, a plane and stuff in here as well, possibly. It's just at the moment, I'm going to leave it empty till I, like, get all the runways, like, you know, sorted and stuff like that. Which should be quite good. I think I might bring this to here, and then I think that's where we can start the curve. But we're gonna have to see, like, where this is gonna go. What I want this to be the end of the runway, so I do want, like, what I know is that I do want, like, I do want this to then be grass, which is then gonna obviously run up to this wall here. So I know that last row of black is going to be like the end of the runway, if you get what I mean. Like, I want this to be the line what goes straight, so we just need to find a way to, like, I guess in a way, like, curve this bit, if you get what I mean. We might be able to do something with this, actually. Let me have a little bit of a go. Now, yeah, you see, now that does kind of curve it, but it's not specifically what we want. It wasn't gonna be enough to try it, making it like. Now you see, this doesn't work either, because do you see what I mean? How it's like, it kinda does, but you see how we've got 3 here, and then like there we've got like, do you know what I mean? Like, you need to have another 3 really. So we could, I suppose, make the runway just one longer. Might not be such a bad idea, I guess. And then we just add another stone, and then we do 1 less stone there. And then I'll just delete this. That's not too bad of a curve. I mean, it could be better. I mean, I might still get someone to work on it a bit more, but it kind of, it's there as a marking. We know that there's going to be a curve there, if you get what I mean. And then we've just kind of, in a way, got a curve the other bit. But we should be quite, fan-dabby-dozy with that. So I think the airport, I'm not going to work on the airport until it's done, before I start touching other things, because the airport's going to be quite a biggish process. So I am going to like do some other things, but I still will work on the airport. Don't think I'm just going to abandon it and, you won't see me work on it again. Because that really isn't sort of, that really isn't sort of my idea, to just abandon it. I am obviously going to go back to it and stuff like that. But there's just a couple of buildings that I'm not particularly sure about on this map. And one of them's that bounce place. And I think the other one, no offences, but is the police station. I'm just not too keen on these 2 buildings, if I'm completely honest. They look a bit newbie-ish, if I must say. They look a bit too, sort of like, too much of like the same colour used. Like, say, whereas for example this one's got like a mixture of different colours. Like, I think in a way it just kind of looks a little bit newbie-ish, a little bit like too bright and colourful. It doesn't really, like when you come to something like this, for example, it looks a bit more like, like different colours are matched in with it. It looks a bit more sort of real, whereas that just looks like, to me, a big blue square with a curve in it. And, like, I might change it. No offences to whoever built it. I can't remember who it was, but, I just think primarily we could change it, make it a bit better. And I don't particularly think it's the area for it either, because there isn't really that much room to create like a parking space, if you like, and we need to put a fence here as well. I think would be like a good thing to do as well, to put a little fence in, like where the curve starts, possibly. But there's obviously things to do in terms of that one. But yeah, we're here to think on our ideas and begin and make our ideas, obviously just better. Do things a little bit better. So what I'm gonna do as of the right now, I don't know why there's a brick wall that's carried on here, but behind the taxi rank, I want to build a local shop, because I'm going to do some houses down here. I'm going to do like detached houses. So what I want to do is I want to build like a little like cooperative or something like that, a nice little local shop. And I want to find a good one, because I want this to obviously be good. I don't want it to be something cheesy. So I'm gonna have a look at local store and just see like what pictures come up, if you get what I mean. like something that looks quite good. Ah, there's a little one stop there. What's this one? Go local extra. I'm not that keen on that one actually. I want something that looks quite good, not something that looks cheesy. You know? That's quite good, but that's like on a corner. That doesn't look that bad either. Now you come to think of that, I actually quite like that one. Alright, yeah, I think we're going to do this one then. Do you know how to download FB videos on Android? No, I don't actually. I know how to do it on iPhones, but I don't know how to do it on Android. Because, well, I know that you've got to install an app called Documents D, but I don't know if the Android store has that. So, unfortunately, I can't physically tell you. Right, we're going to have a car park at the front anyway. And this bit actually needs to be raised up. So, we need to like... So what I'm going to do is about here. I think this will be enough room for a parking. I'm going to have a little bit of a brick wall there. What's going to come off of this? And by the way, I'm going to make some of this shop up because the location of it in real is actually a little more... Do you know what I mean? Is actually a little more different to how it is in real. Right, so what we're going to do is from here, we're going to have a little bit of a stone. How do you do it on Apple iPhone or iPad? So you get an app called... oh crap, I've lost my brick now. You get an app called Documents D. It's free on the App Store. And pretty much what you do is you obviously install it. And you know make sure it's installed and all of that. You open it up and then what you do is you go to your Facebook through the web browser on the app, because you can get a web browser on the app, and you go to your Facebook on it and you choose the video that you want to download. And pretty much like what you do from there is you then copy the link of the video, and then you go to a website on the browser in the app, which is called keepvid.com, and it pretty much converts a download link for the video. Then you install it, and then once you've installed the video, you can move it to your camera roll in the app. So like you can change and you can actually have it. You can actually have it in your camera roll. So like if you actually want to have it like, you know, like where your pictures are and stuff like that, you can actually have it like where your pictures are and all your like other like videos. But it works pretty well. Right, so what I need to do... Can you still... Oh yeah, I can. That's good. Right, so what I'm going to do here then... Because it does... Oh, actually, I've made a little bit of a mistake. Well, I wouldn't actually call it a mistake. But there was just a little, like, teeny window here. So let's go ahead and put that there. Put that there. And then do that. There. Put that there. And then put that like that. Bearing in mind this is actually going to like stay covered up. And then what actually happens is we have this which runs across there just like that, which would kind of have like a shutter behind it. So if I like go ahead and just put this here and that there, it would have like a shutter that dispenses behind it. And then what we do from here is we take this along. I'm just going to extend this quite far for now. What we do is we get a teeny bit of red. That's it. And then we go like via 2 with the glass. We go up like that. And we actually take this up to here. We take this across. And then we take this across as well. So there we go. So that goes like that. And actually, I might have just... Yeah, it only goes as far as the 1 brick, doesn't it? Right, and then we take this across here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's all right then. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Now there's going to be a post box outside of this window because that's what we have. That's what we have on the picture. We have a post box, which is quite good. And also with these windows, which I didn't realise, we need to get the grey glass. So I think we can get grey glass. Light grey is the white. Oh, that's black stained glass. There, grey stained glass. And we just need a little bit of a darker patch there. And what we're going to do is we're going to get the white. School cancelled for the whole week. Yeah, our school's been closed today. Well, I don't go to school, but the school I went to, this one's going to be a bigger window. The school that I used to go to, let's say, has been closed today. I don't know about the whole week, but we're actually getting quite a lot of snow now, so there could be a possibility that it could be closed tomorrow, I suppose, you could say. And then what we do, we got to take this up with the red and then put the white right there. And then we have another window, but it's not a window. It's kind of like, it's got a sticker over it with like a picture of a pizza, a wine glass, a beer glass, and some salad. So I don't particularly, I've got an idea for what I could do for this, but I'm not specifically sure. So I guess we can just use any block for this, because we're just gonna, because my idea should hopefully work. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do it 5, I think. We'll see how high that looks. See if that looks any good. Like that. And then I'll get paintings. What don't we need? Doors. That's the only thing with these. Yeah, I'm not sure that. Fair enough, Martin. You know what? I'm going to try and do something of my own with this. Get the grey. We'll get some stone, actually. And then we'll get some green there. And then we'll get some not that white, we'll get our light grey back. And we'll just put the rest of it to that. And then we've got this here, so we got an actual like bit of white itself. And then we got to extend that along a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that give us a middle block? No, it doesn't. Does this give us a middle block? Yes, it does. And this is going to have a cash machine on it. And then we literally have a little bit of a brick wall again. And that is pretty much it. Like, that is then obviously like the width of the shop, you can call it. But the thing about the cash machine is the cash machine will sit on here with a note. This is how I do a cash machine, by the way, just in case any of you guys didn't know. I like doing this as an ATM. So we get that there, look. There we go. And then pretty much what we do is I get the black. And then I'll get the green. Yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write free cash, and then I'm gonna write withdraws. Free cash withdraws, and then I can't really do it anywhere else other than here, so I'll then just write bank machine. So there you are, guys. So thanks for tuning in so far. If you've been watching me, we are live on the World Wide Web of YouTube. Anyone can see this and hear whatever happens through my voice and the background. So if anybody wants to row or argue or have a going on, just please be noted that they will hear you and you will be live on the internet doing so. And yes, that's pretty much it, guys. We've just got the next bit to do now, which shouldn't be that hard. Should be quite easy, actually. So here we go. So this will just take its toll, and then this here. Oh, sugar. No, of course, I'm doing it wrong. It's got to then stick back out again. It's got to then stick back out. Mohammed is in the building. So there we go, and then we've just pretty much got the top bit to do, and that little foot bank thing will go here. And I think near the cash machine I'll do another like stair step as well, and I think also I'll just make that a little wider as well. That should be quite good, and then I'll put like a slab or something on top. So next bit then. So next bit now is pretty much just to more or less do the sign. That's pretty much what we've got now. Left to do is the sign in just a moment. But there is just one tiny last little thing that we actually need to do here, and that is to put this just along here, just like that. So here we are. So we'll do this. That's going to go right the way along, and then we're going to get our red, and we're going to bring the red up just like that. But the sign is actually going to go higher than the roof, so the roof will actually like be behind the sign, if you get what I mean. We're We're gonna do the sign 3 high because I think that's quite a good height, and I've got quite a good sort of plan for this store. There's a little more I'm gonna do to the sign than you guys actually think. So just, you know, keep your eye on what I do in a moment. But it actually doesn't look that bad. I'm actually quite impressed. I want to put some lighting on here though near this ATM. I think that'll look a bit better. I mean, I'll do more lighting up when when we get nearer. Alright, so we need to put the sign roughly about here. Like this next part. And we're going to get the blue. And not that blue. We'll put the we'll have the O there. And then what we're going to do is get the red back. And I think more or less on the end we have a little bit of a a sticky out sign, and then I'm just going to put the blue in there. There we go. There we go, so there we are, so that'll be a little sign there. And then what I want to do is what I usually do on all my local stores. Now, I like to do this quite a bit. You guys may or may not, but I just think personally it adds the realism to it a bit. Oh, I don't like it there though. We'll have it about here, I think, instead. But personally, I think realism-wise, and then I just like to write Lotto. So you can see there, it says Lotto. And then that just shows that they do the national lottery. A lot of like local stores have this in real. And it shows that they do the local, you know, shows that they actually do the lottery. This red bit here is going to have signs on, which is going to say, like, you know, like what they sell, or sort of like the opening hours for the store. So this one on here, this one actually does just say, like, exactly what the store sells. So we'll actually put what it says as well. I think that'll be quite good if we can fit it all on. So let's have a go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. No, we won't fit it all on, but we'll do some of it. So chilled food. Every day everyday groceries. Oh, it doesn't fit. I'll have to do it this way. Everyday groceries. Beer, wines, and then we'll just do news and mags. We'll do news plus. We'll do news plus mags, and then in the grey we actually do have the shop name. But I'm not going to do that there because it'll use just a lot of signs and, you know, it won't actually look as good doing it that way. But there is actually something in this red. So we'll actually do, well, welcome to One Stop Grovewood. Welcome to One Stop Grovewood House Street. Because that's what this is, Houses Street, I think. Or House Ave, actually. It's a shame that you can't edit a sign. You know, like how you've got to replace it and rewrite the same. There we are, House Ave. And I'll just do that there to light up some of the... You know what, I actually really like this I like it, but I definitely feel that the sign's a bit plain. Like, what could I let's try something. No. Open. Let's try this here. Oh, I've actually... Have I? No. No, I have done this right. Not bad. Open 6 till 11. Yeah, I quite like that actually. So, all we've really got to do now is just sort of fill the back up and put the roof in, put some air vents on the roof. You know, might do a little like way just to get round for deliveries. We got to complete the front still. But personally, I don't think it looks that bad. Alright guys, well, I'm going to leave the stream here anyway. We've got the front in. I can just finish off the roof and all of the, I guess you can call it the boring stuff. So please like, subscribe and comment. We'll see you guys next time.